What if science could prove you create your reality? In this audiobook, discover how quantum physics unlocks the ancient truth. Your thoughts shape everything. The universe is waiting. It's time to step into your power. The Quantum Secret. Introduction. What if you knew that every thought you have sends ripples through the universe, that your emotions, your inner state, are signals to the cosmos? Science now confirms what ancient masters have always taught. You affect reality in ways more profound than you've ever imagined. The universe operates as an intricate web of energy. Your consciousness is not separate from this energy field. You are an integral part of it. Your awareness shapes reality itself. Every emotion you feel, every intention you hold, resonates through the matrix of existence, weaving your experiences moment by moment. This is not mystical thinking, it's the scientific truth. Quantum physics reveals that the observer changes what is observed. Just as gravity never fails, the law of resonance ensures that the energy you emit attracts experiences that match it. This is the principle of quantum entanglement expressed in your daily life. Your inner world creates your outer reality. You are not a passive observer of the universe, you are an active participant. Every moment presents you with a choice: to align with the quantum forces that govern creation or to resist them. When you understand this truth, you hold the key to shaping your destiny. There is no separation between science and spirit when viewed through the lens of quantum reality. The same force that keeps planets in orbit, the same energy that binds atoms, is influenced by your thoughts and intentions. This is your hidden power, the ability to shape your world through the conscious use of your mind. You now stand at the threshold of transformation. The universe is waiting for your conscious participation in its grand design. What will you create? Part 1: Awakening to Quantum Interconnectedness. Chapter 1: The Hidden Web. In ancient times, a weary traveler wandered through endless dunes, his water depleted, his spirit fading. As the sun cast its final rays across the desert expanse, he discovered a cave entrance adorned with mysterious symbols. Within its depths, illuminated by shafts of dying light, hung an extraordinary tapestry. Its threads shimmered with an otherworldly glow, each strand pulsing with life, weaving together to form patterns that seemed to shift before his eyes. As he gazed upon it, understanding dawned. Each thread connected to countless others, creating a magnificent whole. In that moment, his isolation vanished, replaced by a profound awareness of his place in the universal design. The quantum field surrounds you, flows through you, connects you to all that exists. This is not merely poetic imagery, but the fundamental nature of reality itself. Just as the threads in that ancient tapestry intertwine to create a greater whole, your energy merges with the vast cosmic web that binds all creation. Within this infinite field, your thoughts and emotions are not confined to your physical form. They ripple outward like waves upon a cosmic ocean, touching lives in ways you cannot yet perceive. Each feeling, each subtle shift in your consciousness, creates ripples that extend far beyond your immediate awareness. When you experience joy, that vibration resonates through the quantum fabric, lifting the energy of all those connected to you through this invisible web. When you harbor fear, that too sends its signal across the universal network, affecting the delicate balance of energies that surrounds you and others. Your every thought, your every emotion, becomes part of the grand tapestry of existence, weaving its influence into the very fabric of reality itself. Each moment, you participate in this grand exchange of energy. Your presence influences the whole, just as the whole influences you. This is the deeper truth that quantum physics has begun to unveil. The observer and the observed are inseparable parts of the same system. Let me share with you the tale of Maya, a young sage who once lived in self-imposed isolation. Believing herself separate from the world, she built walls of fear around her heart. Yet one day, while meditating beneath an ancient tree, she experienced a revelation. She saw herself as a living thread in the cosmic weave, connected to every leaf, every breath of wind, every star in the night sky. This understanding transformed her existence. Her fears dissolved as she embraced her true nature as an inseparable part of the universal whole. Like Maya, you may have felt alone, disconnected from the flow of life. Yet this perceived isolation is an illusion. Every atom of your being is in constant communion with the infinite field of possibility that surrounds you. Sacred practice. The Quantum Connection Meditation. Find a quiet space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize yourself as a luminous thread in the universal tapestry. With each breath, become aware of your connection to everything around you. The air you breathe, the ground beneath you, the vast sky above. Feel the energy flowing through you, extending outward to touch all of creation. Recognize that you are not separate from this flow. You are an essential part of it. Maintain this awareness for several minutes, allowing yourself to experience the profound truth of your interconnectedness with all that is. Chapter 2. The Observer Effect. In a village forgotten by time, there lived a master glassblower whose creations captured the imagination of all who beheld them. Each morning, as the sun painted the sky in shades of amber, he would stand before his furnace, gathering molten glass upon his rod. Yet it was not his tools that shaped the most extraordinary pieces. It was the unwavering focus of his mind. One dawn, as he prepared to craft a vessel, he noticed something remarkable. When his thoughts wandered, the glass would twist into irregular forms. But in moments of complete concentration, when his mind held only the image of what he wished to create, the molten glass would flow as if guided by an unseen hand, taking on the exact form he envisioned. The quantum realm reveals this same truth through the observer effect. The very act of focusing your attention alters the behavior of particles at their most fundamental level. This is not mysticism, but verified science. Your consciousness interacts directly with the fabric of reality, shaping the quantum possibilities into manifest form. Just as the glassblower's focused intention guides formless matter into beautiful vessels, your attention molds the infinite potential of the quantum field into your lived experience. Every thought you maintain with steady focus becomes a template for physical manifestation. This is why scattered thoughts create scattered results, while concentrated intention brings forth precise manifestations. Let me share the story of Amara, the distracted weaver. Her loom stood laden with threads of finest silk, yet her tapestries lacked the brilliance they once possessed. Her mind, pulled in countless directions, left her work as tangled as her thoughts. Customers began to turn away, and her heart grew heavy with worry. One evening, an elderly woman visited her workshop. Observing Amara's scattered approach, she shared a simple truth. Your threads mirror your thoughts. When your mind wanders, so does your weaving. Taking this wisdom to heart, Amara began to focus solely on one thread, one pattern, one moment at a time. As her attention grew more focused, her tapestries transformed, each one more beautiful than the last. Just as Amara discovered, your reality reflects your focus. When your attention splinters across numerous concerns, your manifestations become diluted and unclear. But when you direct your focus with precision, reality shapes itself to match your concentrated intention. Sacred practice. The single-focus manifestation. Choose one desire that burns brightest in your heart, that singular dream which stirs your soul and awakens your deepest yearnings. For 7 sacred days, dedicate yourself to maintaining crystal-clear focus on this single intention, letting all other wishes fade temporarily into the background. Each evening, as the day draws to a close, record in your journal how this focused attention has influenced your daily experience. Write with complete honesty about your observations, noting even the smallest details. Notice the subtle shifts in energy around you, the seemingly random coincidences that begin to multiply, and the new possibilities that emerge when you direct your creative force toward one clear purpose. Through this concentrated practice, you will witness firsthand how the universe conspires to align itself with your unwavering focus, bringing your cherished desire ever closer to manifestation. Chapter 3. Time, Space, and Infinite Possibilities. In the mountains where ancient winds whisper secrets, a shepherd named Karim tended his flock beneath star-filled skies. One evening, following a stray lamb, he discovered an opening in the mountainside that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly light. Drawn by an inexplicable force, Karim entered the cave. Inside, crystalline walls reflected dancing lights, and the air hummed with ethereal energy. He sat in meditation, lost in the cave's mystical embrace. When he finally emerged, he was startled to find the sun had completed many cycles. What felt like a single hour in the cave had been 7 days in the outside world. This truth echoes through quantum physics. Time and space are not rigid constructs, but flexible dimensions that respond to consciousness. The linear progression of time is an illusion, a limited perception that keeps you bound to a single track of possibility. Within the quantum field, all moments exist simultaneously. Past, present, and future are not separate points on a line, but interconnected aspects of an eternal now. Your consciousness can access any point in this infinite web of possibility, transcending the artificial boundaries of sequential time. Let me share the tale of Wei, an explorer of antiquity. In his relentless pursuit of wisdom, Wei discovered sacred scrolls that revealed the fluid nature of time. Through deep meditation and unwavering faith, he learned to perceive beyond linear time. He witnessed the building of great monuments before their construction began, and saw ancient civilizations in their prime. Yet his greatest revelation was understanding that these visions were not mere dreams. They were glimpses of real possibilities accessible through expanded consciousness. Wei's journey mirrors your own potential. When you release your attachment to linear time, you open doorways to infinite possibilities. Those moments when you feel trapped by time, waiting for success, healing, or transformation, are actually portals to instantaneous change through quantum consciousness. Sacred practice, transcending time's illusion. Find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Bring to mind an area of your life where you feel bound by time, perhaps a goal that seems distant or a change that appears to require long waiting. Close your eyes and visualize time dissolving around this situation. See the artificial barriers of past and future melting away until you exist in a sphere of pure potential. Feel yourself accessing the reality where your desire has already manifested. Let this knowing sink deep into your being. In the quantum field, all possibilities exist now. Chapter 4. Your Vibrational Signature. In a valley untouched by time, there lived a musician named Maya, who spent her days crafting melodies that danced upon the wind. One moonlit evening, while wandering through an ancient grove, she stumbled upon a peculiar instrument. Unlike any she had seen before, it appeared to be carved from crystalline stone, its strings seemingly woven from starlight. As Maya's fingers brushed against the strings, something extraordinary occurred. The instrument began to resonate not just with sound, but with the very essence of life around her. The trees swayed in harmony, flowers opened their petals in rhythm, and even the stars above seemed to pulse in concert with her touch. Through this mystical instrument, Maya discovered that everything in existence vibrated at its own unique frequency. You too exist as a living frequency, broadcasting your energetic signature into the vast quantum field. Every thought, emotion, and intention creates a vibrational pattern that ripples through the universe, attracting experiences that match your energy. When you vibrate at the frequency of joy, the universe responds by bringing more joyful experiences into your life. When you resonate with abundance, prosperity flows naturally toward you. This universal law operates with unwavering precision. Like attracts like, and your emotional state serves as a magnetic force, drawing circumstances that mirror your inner world. By consciously elevating your frequency through positive emotions, gratitude, and love, you align yourself with the highest possibilities available in the quantum field. Like a radio tuning to receive the clearest signal, your heightened vibration allows you to access states of pure potential where manifestation flows effortlessly. Each moment you choose joy, each expression of genuine gratitude, and every act of unconditional love raises your energetic signature closer to divine harmony. In this elevated state, you become a powerful beacon, naturally drawing forth the most magnificent opportunities the universe has to offer. Consider the tale of Chen, a humble fisherman who struggled to provide for his family. Each day he would set out with worry in his heart, fear clouding his thoughts. His nets returned empty, and despair grew within him. Then, through the guidance of a wise elder, Chen learned to shift his inner state. Before casting his nets, he would fill his heart with gratitude, joy, and trust in the abundance of the sea. As his inner world transformed, so did his outer reality. His nets began overflowing with fish, and prosperity flowed effortlessly into his life. Just as Chen discovered, your external circumstances reflect your internal frequency. The universe responds not to your words or actions alone, but to the vibrational energy you emanate. Sacred practice. Frequency alignment. Each morning upon waking, pause to observe your emotional frequency. Notice the quality of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Then, consciously choose to elevate your vibration. Feel gratitude flowing through your being. Let joy bubble up from within. Experience love expanding in your heart. Maintain this elevated state for several minutes, allowing it to set the tone for your day. Through this practice, you attune yourself to the frequencies of abundance, success, and fulfillment. Chapter 5. The Power of Focused Intention. In a mountain village forgotten by time, there lived an archer named Lin. Though skilled with the bow, her arrows often strayed from their mark, scattered like her thoughts across the wind. Day after day, she practiced without improvement, her mind cluttered with doubts, fears, and endless distractions. One morning, as dawn painted the sky, an elder observed her practice. "Your arrows fly as your thoughts do," the elder said. "Scattered, unfocused, chasing many targets at once." The elder taught Lin an ancient technique: to breathe as one with the bow, to see nothing but the target, to let all other thoughts dissolve into nothingness. Through patient practice, Lynn learned to quiet her mind. When she drew her bow, the world fell away. There existed only the arrow, the target, and the space between. A single, unbroken line of intention. With this newfound focus, every arrow found its mark, as if guided by an unseen hand. You too possess this power of focused intention. When your thoughts scatter in multiple directions, your manifesting power diminishes. But when you direct your energy with laser precision toward a single goal, the universe conspires to bring it into being. Just as Lynn's arrows flew true when she eliminated all distractions, your intentions manifest most powerfully when you maintain unwavering focus. Picture May, a painter whose work once lacked direction. Her canvases held promise but remained unfulfilled, much like desires left half-formed in a distracted mind. She painted while thinking of errands, conversations, and future projects. Her art reflected this divided attention, unclear, uncertain, incomplete. Through meditation, May discovered the power of singular focus. When she painted, she became one with her brush, her canvas, her vision. All else faded away. In this state of pure concentration, her art transformed. Each stroke flowed with purpose, each color sang with clarity, each painting emerged as a masterpiece of focused intention. Like Lynn's arrows and May's brushstrokes, your intentions require this same clarity of purpose. When you scatter your energy across multiple desires, none fully materialize. But when you focus with unwavering attention on a single intention, you collapse infinite possibilities into your chosen reality. Sacred practice, the arrow of intention. Choose one desire to be your target. Each day, set aside 10 minutes for focused intention practice. Eliminate all distractions. See your desire with perfect clarity, as Lynn saw her target. Feel it as real, as May felt her paintings come alive. Let all other thoughts fall away until only your intention remains. Maintain this single-pointed focus, watching as clarity emerges in your life like arrows finding their mark. Chapter 6. Quantum Alignment. In a secluded valley where ancient wisdom still whispers through the leaves, there lived a young gardener named Kai. Though his hands worked tirelessly in the soil and his mind held vast knowledge of plants, his garden remained barren. Each morning he would tend to his plot with growing frustration, his thoughts filled with doubt even as his lips spoke words of encouragement to his seedlings. One misty dawn, an elder appeared at his garden gate. She watched silently as Kai worked, noting how his shoulders slumped with defeat even as he meticulously followed every gardening principle he knew. "Your garden reflects the discord within," the elder spoke softly. "Your thoughts speak of failure, while your lips whisper hope. Your hands move with precision, yet your heart trembles with fear. When these forces war within you, how can life flourish in your care?" The elder taught Kai an ancient truth, that all creation requires the perfect harmony of thought, emotion, and action. Like three streams joining to form a mighty river, these forces must flow together. Under her guidance, Kai learned to align his inner world. When he thought of abundance, he allowed himself to feel the joy of a bountiful harvest, and his actions flowed naturally from this aligned state. Within weeks, his garden transformed into a paradise of blooming flowers and ripening fruits. You too must understand this fundamental law of creation. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions move in different directions, they create interference patterns in the quantum field. Like waves canceling each other out, this misalignment weakens your manifesting power. Consider Marcus, a brilliant inventor whose workshop was filled with half-finished projects and abandoned dreams. His mind brimmed with innovative ideas, yet doubt clouded his emotions. Though his hands worked skillfully, his heart remained unconvinced of success. Each invention stalled, reflecting his internal discord. Through deep introspection, Marcus discovered that true creation requires harmony of being. He learned to align his thoughts of success with genuine excitement for his work, matching these with dedicated action. Once these elements synchronized, his creativity flowed unimpeded, and his inventions sprang to life with remarkable ease. This ancient wisdom reveals a crucial truth about manifestation. When thought, emotion, and action align, they create a resonance so powerful that the universe itself responds. Like three notes combining to form a perfect chord, this alignment produces manifestation that seems almost magical in its effectiveness. Sacred practice. The harmony of being. Take your journal and write about an area of your life where these three forces feel disconnected. Notice where your thoughts contradict your emotions or where your actions fail to support your desires. Perhaps you dream of creative success while harboring doubts or claim to seek abundance while clinging to scarcity mindsets. Examine the places where your daily actions diverge from your proclaimed goals. Choose one small step toward realignment, creating harmony between what you think, feel, and do. This might be as simple as spending 5 minutes each morning visualizing your success while genuinely allowing yourself to feel the joy of achievement, then taking one concrete action toward your goal. Remember, even the smallest movement toward alignment begins to create powerful resonance. Chapter 7. The Illusion of Separation. In a distant land, where mountains touched the clouds and valleys cradled ancient secrets, there dwelt a village whose people believed themselves cut off from all other life. High walls of stone encircled their homes, built by ancestors who sought protection from imagined threats. Generation after generation lived within these walls, convinced their small world was all that existed. One day, a child discovered a hidden passage beneath the walls. Following this path, the villagers found themselves in a vast network of roads connecting countless communities. Their isolation had been nothing but an illusion, maintained by their own beliefs. You stand now at a similar threshold of understanding. The walls you perceive between yourself and the universe are as illusory as those that surrounded that ancient village. Quantum physics reveals that at the most fundamental level, separation does not exist. The electrons in your body dance in an eternal exchange with the world around you, while the space between atoms proves to be filled with infinite potential and connection. The wisdom traditions of the East have long taught this truth. Your sense of separation is but a dream from which you can awaken. When you touch a flower, you touch the sun that fed it, the rain that nourished it, the soil that supported it. When you breathe, you share the air that has cycled through countless beings across time. In a monastery high in the mountains, a young monk named Jin struggled with feelings of profound isolation. Though surrounded by his brothers, he felt disconnected from life itself. During one particularly deep meditation, as the first rays of dawn touched his face, Jin experienced a moment of profound awakening. The boundaries of his being dissolved, and he recognized his true nature as inseparable from the universe itself. The birdsong became his voice, the morning breeze his breath, the warm sunlight his consciousness. Like Jin, you may have felt the weight of perceived separation. Yet this perception exists only in the mind. Your true nature is one with the infinite field of consciousness that permeates all existence. Every star that shines in the night sky is connected to the very essence of your being. Sacred practice dissolving into oneness. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. As you inhale, imagine your breath carrying the essence of the universe into your being. As you exhale, feel the boundaries of your physical form beginning to soften. With each breath, allow yourself to expand beyond the limits of your body. Feel yourself merging with the air around you, the ground beneath you, the space that holds you. Let your consciousness spread like ripples on a pond, touching everything in existence. In this state of expanded awareness, recognize that you have always been one with the universe. There is nowhere that you end, and it begins. Chapter 8. Unlock your infinite quantum self. In the age of great sailing vessels, there lived a navigator whose heart yearned for distant shores. Though skilled in reading stars and charts, he often found himself lost in treacherous waters where conventional wisdom failed. During one particularly fierce storm, as waves crashed against his ship and lightning split the sky, he discovered an unusual compass in the depths of his vessel. Unlike ordinary compasses, this one seemed to respond not to magnetic north, but to something deeper, an invisible force that transcended the physical world. When he held it, a profound knowing filled his being. The compass guided him not just through physical waters, but through the storms of doubt and fear that had long plagued his journey. Your quantum self functions much like this mystical compass. Beyond the confines of your physical form exists a version of you that transcends time and space, a higher self that knows the path through every storm. This infinite aspect of your being exists in perfect alignment with universal intelligence, guiding you toward your highest good. When you learn to access this quantum self, you tap into an unlimited wellspring of wisdom. Your intuition becomes as clear as a beacon in the night, leading you through life's challenges with unwavering certainty. This is not mere wishful thinking. Quantum physics reveals that consciousness exists beyond the boundaries of space and time, allowing you to access knowledge that transcends your current experience. In another time, there lived a sculptor who stood before an enormous block of marble. Others saw only rough stone, but she perceived something more. Day after day, she chipped away at the marble with absolute certainty, though no one else could see what she envisioned. When questioned about her methods, she would smile and say, "I am not creating. I am revealing what has always existed within." As the days turned to weeks, a magnificent form emerged from the stone. Those who witnessed its unveiling gasped in wonder, for she had revealed a masterpiece that seemed to have been waiting within the marble all along. Just as the masterpiece existed within the marble before the sculptor's first touch, your infinite potential exists within you now. Your quantum self holds the blueprint of your highest expression, waiting to be revealed through your conscious connection with it. Sacred practice communing with your quantum self, and find a peaceful space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing your awareness to expand beyond your physical form. Imagine your consciousness extending into the quantum field where all possibilities exist. From this expanded state, pose a question to your quantum self about any area of your life seeking guidance. Rather than straining for answers, rest in receptive silence. Trust that the wisdom will arise naturally, perhaps as a feeling, an image, or a knowing that transcends words. The answers you seek already exist within the infinite aspect of your being. Part 2. Deepening Quantum Understanding and Practice. Chapter 9. Quantum Shifts. In the heart of an ancient city, a merchant named Rashad devoted his life to seeking wealth. Each morning he would venture through the marketplace, examining precious goods and negotiating trades, always believing riches lay just beyond his grasp. For 20 years he searched every corner of the bustling bazaar, yet prosperity eluded him. One evening, exhausted from another fruitless day, he leaned against a wall in despair. As he shifted his weight, the wall gave way, revealing a hidden door. This door, unlike any he had seen, bore no handle or keyhole. Inscribed upon it in flowing script were the words, "What you seek lies within, not without." In that moment, Rashad understood. His pursuit of external wealth had blinded him to the abundance already present in his life. As this realization dawned, the door silently opened, revealing not gold or jewels, but a mirror that reflected his own transformed expression. Your reality can transform just as swiftly as Rashad's. Quantum physics reveals that change need not unfold gradually over time. It can manifest in a single, profound moment of shift. When you alter your perception, you instantly step into a new frequency of existence, attracting different experiences and opportunities. This principle manifests through what science calls quantum jumps, particles moving from one energy state to another without traversing the space between. Your consciousness operates similarly. You need not journey through endless steps of transformation. A single shift in perspective can catapult you into an entirely new reality. In distant highlands, a farmer named Wei toiled endlessly on his barren plot. Year after year, his crops yielded little, barely sustaining his family. One morning, while watching dewdrops glisten on a blade of grass, he noticed how the moisture collected differently in various parts of his field. This simple observation sparked an epiphany. His land wasn't poor, it simply required different crops in different areas. That season, by planting according to the land's natural patterns rather than fighting against them, his harvest multiplied tenfold. Wei's story mirrors your own potential for sudden transformation. Just as he shifted from struggling against his circumstances to working in harmony with them, you too can experience immediate change by aligning with rather than resisting the natural flow of life. Sacred practice, the quantum shift. Each day for the next week, dedicate 10 minutes to examining an area of life where you feel stuck. Rather than focusing on what isn't working, ask yourself, what shift in perspective can I make to open new possibilities? Let the answer arise naturally from within. Notice how this simple practice begins to dissolve old patterns, making way for quantum leaps in your experience. Chapter 10. The Quantum Power of Belief. In a village of artisans lived a stonemason named Kai, whose hands trembled each time he approached raw stone. Though born into a family of master craftsmen, Kai believed himself incapable of creating beauty. Day after day, his chisel struck too hard or too soft, leaving only broken fragments where masterpieces should have stood. One evening, as shadows lengthened across his workshop floor, a traveler appeared at his door. The stranger's eyes fell upon the scattered pieces of stone, and without judgment he shared a tale of the universe's first sculptor, the cosmic force that shaped planets from stardust, believing each creation into existence. The universe, the stranger said, does not question its ability to create. It simply creates, and through that pure belief, galaxies are born. These words pierced Kai's heart like a shaft of light through darkness. The next morning he approached his work with new eyes, and for the first time, his hands moved with certainty. Within weeks, his sculptures began to breathe with life, each piece more magnificent than the last. Your beliefs shape the quantum field that surrounds you, molding reality like a sculptor shapes stone. Each thought you hold true creates ripples through the fabric of existence, attracting experiences that match your deepest convictions. When you believe in limitation, the universe reflects that belief back to you through circumstances that reinforce it. Yet just as Kai transformed his reality through a shift in belief, you hold the power to reprogram the quantum field around you. Your beliefs are not fixed stones, but flowing rivers that can be redirected. Every thought you think repeatedly becomes a groove in your consciousness, attracting experiences that validate it. In a distant city lived a young woman named Maya, whose brilliance dimmed beneath the weight of unworthiness. Though opportunities surrounded her, she remained blind to them, convinced she deserved nothing more than struggle. Years passed until a dream shook her awake. In it, she saw herself as the universe saw her, limitless, worthy, divine. This vision cracked the shell of her old beliefs. Each morning she began affirming her worth, and slowly, like a flower turning toward the sun, her life blossomed. Opportunities she had never noticed before appeared, relationships deepened, and abundance flowed naturally into her life. Maya's transformation reveals the power you hold to rewrite your story. Your current circumstances reflect beliefs you have carried, perhaps unknowingly, for years. But these beliefs can be changed, and with them, your entire reality shifts. Sacred practice. The belief. Transmutation. Take a moment now to write down one limiting belief that has shaped your reality, that persistent thought which has whispered doubts into your mind and held you back from your true potential. Look deeply at this belief, understanding that it was likely inherited or absorbed during your earliest years, before you had the wisdom to question its truth. Now create an empowering affirmation that directly counters this belief, one that resonates with your highest vision for yourself. Make it personal, powerful, and present tense. For the next 21 days, speak this new truth aloud each morning as the sun rises and each evening as darkness falls, allowing it to sink deep into your consciousness like a seed being planted in fertile soil. Feel the vibration of these words in your body, knowing that each repetition rewrites the ancient programming within your mind. Watch as your reality begins to align with this new frequency of thought. As surely as iron filings align with a magnetic field, the universe has no choice but to respond to your new energetic signature. Chapter 11. Manifesting with Quantum Visualization. In a sun-drenched valley, where mountains touched clouds, there lived an artist named Sarah. Each morning, she would stand before her blank canvas, paintbrush trembling with uncertainty. Though her heart yearned to create masterpieces, her hands produced only shadows of her dreams. Her art felt lifeless, lacking the vibrancy she knew existed within her soul. One dawn, as Sarah walked through morning mist, she encountered an ancient cedar tree. Beneath its branches sat a wise woman who shared the secret of creation. Before you touch brush to canvas, you must first paint with your mind's eye. See the finished work in all its glory. Feel its presence. Know its completion. Only then will your hands become instruments of manifestation. Through the quantum field flows an endless stream of creative potential. Your thoughts shape this energy, molding it into physical form, just as surely as a sculptor shapes clay. When you learn to harness the power of visualization, you tap directly into this universal creative force. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is a sacred act of creation. When you hold a clear image in your mind, infused with emotion and certainty, you align your energy with that specific frequency in the quantum field. This alignment draws your desire from the realm of possibility into physical manifestation. Your mind's eye serves as a quantum lens, focusing universal energy into form. Just as light passes through a magnifying glass to concentrate its power, Your focused visualization concentrates creative energy into manifestation. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the more precisely this energy aligns with your desire. Along a distant shore lived a fisherman named Tao, who struggled daily to fill his nets. One evening, an elder shared wisdom passed down through generations. Before casting your nets, cast your vision. See the fish swimming toward you. Feel the weight of abundance in your hands. Tao began spending each sunrise in quiet contemplation, visualizing schools of fish drawn to his boat like moths to flame. As his mental picture grew clearer, his nets grew heavier. The fish seemed to answer his silent call, appearing exactly where he envisioned them. This truth extends beyond fishing. It reaches into every aspect of your life. What Tao discovered about fish, you can apply to any desire. Your clear visualization sends ripples through the quantum field, attracting the circumstances, opportunities, and resources needed to manifest your vision. Sacred practice, the quantum vision. Set aside 10 minutes each day for focused visualization. Choose one specific goal and see it in vivid detail, not as a future possibility, but as a present reality. Engage all your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, and most importantly, embrace the emotions of having already achieved your desire. Let this vision become so real that your body responds as though it were already manifest. Through this practice, you align your energy with the frequency of your desire, accelerating its journey from thought to form. Chapter 12, Reading the Universe. In a time beyond memory, there lived a wanderer named Kyle who found himself deep within an ancient forest. As shadows lengthened and paths grew uncertain, fear began to cloud his thoughts. Yet in this moment of darkness, nature itself began to whisper its wisdom. A cardinal appeared, its crimson feathers catching the fading light, beckoning him forward. The wind shifted, carrying the scent of water. Stars emerged one by one, forming a celestial arrow pointing east. Following these signs, Kale discovered not just his way home, but an eternal truth. The universe speaks in the language of synchronicity. The quantum field flows with infinite intelligence, orchestrating events that guide you toward your highest good. These are not mere coincidences, but divine arrangements, moments when the fabric of reality aligns to show you the way forward. Synchronicity manifests as meaningful coincidences that catch your attention. A thought crosses your mind, and moments later, its answer appears in an unexpected conversation. You wonder about a decision, and 3 separate encounters provide the same guidance. These are not random events, but quantum communications. The universe constantly responds to your energy, reflecting back precisely what you need to see. When you align with your true path, synchronicities multiply. They appear as signposts, confirming your direction or gently redirecting your course when needed. In a distant monastery, a young scholar named Wei spent years searching through ancient texts for hidden wisdom. One morning, while contemplating a particular puzzle, he noticed a pattern of events unfolding. A book fell open to a specific page, a stranger mentioned the very topic he studied, and a dream revealed a crucial detail. Following these synchronized moments, Wei uncovered not just the answer he sought, but a profound understanding of how the universe guides those who pay attention. Each synchronicity in your life carries a message, a response to your questions, hopes, and intentions. Like Wei, you need only remain aware and receptive to receive this guidance. The quantum field arranges these meaningful coincidences as breadcrumbs leading you toward your desires. These sacred signs appear more frequently as your consciousness expands, offering validation when you're aligned with your true purpose, and gentle course corrections when you begin to stray. The universe speaks through this ancient language of synchronicity, a divine dialogue that has guided seekers throughout the ages. As you attune yourself to these cosmic whispers, you'll find they illuminate the path before you with increasing clarity and precision. Sacred practice, the Synchronicity Journal. Keep a small journal with you throughout your day. When synchronicities appear, repeated numbers, meaningful encounters, timely messages, record them immediately. Write down what you were thinking or feeling just before each occurrence. At day's end, reflect on these moments. What guidance might they offer? What patterns emerge? Through this practice, you will develop a deeper awareness of how the universe speaks directly to you through the quantum field. Chapter 13, Parallel Realities. In a time when mountains still whispered their secrets to those who would listen, a young warrior named Akira stood at a sacred crossroads. 3 paths stretched before him, one winding through shadowed valleys, another climbing sun-kissed peaks, and a third disappearing into mysterious mists. As he contemplated each path, the air shimmered with possibility, each choice vibrating with potential futures. You exist in a quantum field of infinite possibilities, where every decision splits reality into parallel paths. Like ripples in a cosmic pond, your choices create waves that reshape the fabric of your existence. This truth, known to ancient sages and confirmed by quantum physics, reveals the profound power you hold in each moment of decision. The quantum field responds to your choices with precise accuracy, manifesting the reality that aligns with your decision. When you stand at a crossroads, infinite versions of your life branch out before you. Each choice activates a different timeline, a different dimension of experience. This is not merely metaphorical. It is the very nature of quantum reality. Your consciousness navigates these parallel realities through the power of choice. Every decision, from the seemingly insignificant to the life-altering, creates a split in your timeline. The version of you who chose differently continues to exist in a parallel reality, experiencing the consequences of that alternative choice. In the vast expanse of an ancient sea, a sailor named Marcus faced a mighty storm. His charts showed the familiar route, the safe passage home. Yet something within urged him to choose differently. Against conventional wisdom, he turned his vessel toward uncharted waters. This single choice led him to discover not just new lands, but a profound truth, that the universe rewards those who dare to choose differently. The quantum field holds all possibilities simultaneously until you collapse them through choice. Like Marcus, you stand at the helm of your life, surrounded by infinite potential realities. Each choice you make determines which reality you step into. This is the true power of quantum choice. The ability to consciously select your reality from the field of all possibilities. When you understand this principle, you recognize that no choice is truly small. Each decision ripples through the quantum field, creating new patterns of reality. Your power lies not in hoping for a better future, but in choosing it into existence moment by moment. Sacred practice, the quantum choice meditation. Find a quiet space where you can contemplate an important choice you face. Close your eyes and visualize each potential path before you. See them stretching out like threads of light into different futures. For each option, allow yourself to fully experience the reality it might create. Feel the emotions, see the circumstances, sense the energy of each possibility. Let your intuition guide you to the reality that resonates most deeply with your highest good. This practice aligns your consciousness with the quantum field, empowering you to make choices that manifest your desired reality. Chapter 14. Gratitude. In a village where seasons whispered ancient wisdom, there lived a farmer named Wei. Though his fields yielded little during a harsh year, he gathered his meager harvest each evening and bowed in gratitude. "Thank you for these precious gifts," he would say, holding each grain as if it were gold. While others lamented their misfortune, Wei maintained his practice of appreciation. As the next season dawned, something miraculous occurred. His fields flourished beyond measure, overflowing with abundance that seemed to arise from nowhere. You hold within you the same power that transformed Wei's fortune. Gratitude acts as a quantum accelerator, instantly raising your vibrational frequency and aligning you with the abundant nature of the universe. When you express genuine appreciation, you activate a profound law within the quantum field. Like attracts like. The universe responds to gratitude with mathematical precision. Each grateful thought sends ripples through the quantum field, attracting more experiences that match that high-frequency energy. This is not merely positive thinking, it is a fundamental principle of quantum mechanics. Your gratitude creates a resonance that draws similar energies toward you. Many search endlessly for the key to abundance, yet it lies in this simple truth. Gratitude multiplies what you already have. When you focus on lack, you emit a frequency that attracts more experiences of scarcity. But when you cultivate genuine appreciation, you transform your energy field into a powerful magnet for prosperity. A wanderer named Shen spent years drifting between villages, focusing on what he lacked. His pockets were empty, his clothes worn. One evening, as he watched the sunset paint the sky in brilliant colors, something shifted within him. "What a gift," he whispered, truly appreciating nature's display. This moment marked the beginning of a new practice, finding something to appreciate in every experience, no matter how small. As Shen continued his journey, he began noticing more moments of beauty, the kindness of strangers, the warmth of the sun, the taste of simple meals. With each expression of gratitude, his circumstances began to shift. Opportunities appeared, generosity flowed his way, and abundance followed his footsteps like a faithful companion. Just as Shen discovered, your gratitude holds the power to reshape reality. Every time you pause to appreciate what you have, you create a quantum shift that attracts more reasons to be grateful. This is the paradox of abundance. It flows most freely to those who already appreciate what they possess. Sacred practice, the gratitude accelerator. Begin each day by writing 5 specific things you genuinely appreciate in your journal. Let your gratitude flow naturally, focusing on both small moments and significant blessings. Feel the emotion of appreciation as you write each entry. Watch how this daily practice begins to shift your reality, attracting more experiences that inspire gratitude. This ancient practice, when performed consistently, creates a powerful resonance in the quantum field that accelerates the manifestation of abundance in all forms. Chapter 15: Breaking Free of Quantum Resistance. In a distant valley, where mountains touched the clouds, a magnificent stallion lived within the boundaries of a wooden fence. Each day, the horse would run along the perimeter, never straying from its familiar path. One morning, the fence was removed, yet the horse continued its circular journey, trapped by invisible barriers that existed only in its mind. You, like this noble creature, may find yourself bound by barriers that no longer exist. The quantum field responds not to what is, but to what you believe to be true. When you hold on to patterns of self-sabotage, you create resistance in the universal flow of abundance. Your thoughts and beliefs shape the quantum reality around you with unwavering precision. Each time you doubt your worth or question your ability to receive, you strengthen the invisible fence that keeps you running in circles. These self-imposed limitations become quantum barriers, blocking the natural flow of prosperity that seeks to reach you. Consider the tale of the merchant Ibrahim, whose trading ventures brought him considerable wealth, yet deep within his consciousness lived a fear, a belief that success would inevitably lead to failure. Each time his wealth grew, this fear would surface, compelling him to make choices that diminished his fortune. Though the universe continued offering opportunities for abundance, Ibrahim's resistance created a pattern of loss. One day, while meditating in his garden, Ibrahim realized that his fear of failure was merely a shadow, an illusion as insubstantial as morning mist. In that moment of clarity, he chose to release his resistance. As his fear dissolved, the quantum field responded. His business flourished, and wealth flowed effortlessly into his life. This story mirrors your own journey with resistance. The universe stands ready to deliver all you desire, yet your inner barriers may be blocking its flow. Like water meeting a dam, abundance cannot reach you until you remove these self-imposed obstacles. Quantum resistance manifests in many forms: fear of success, unworthiness, doubt, or the belief that struggle is necessary for reward. Each of these creates a disturbance in your energy field, preventing the natural flow of prosperity. Like static interference disrupting a clear signal, these limiting beliefs cloud the perfect resonance between your desires and the universe's infinite abundance. When you hold on to these forms of resistance, you unknowingly construct barriers that redirect the very blessings seeking to reach you. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, cannot override the quantum interference you generate through these deeply held patterns. Sacred practice: dissolving quantum resistance. Take a quiet moment with your journal. Write down one fear or limiting belief that you sense is creating resistance in your life. Close your eyes and visualize this belief as a fence around you. Now imagine this fence dissolving, transforming into pure light. Feel yourself expanding beyond these former limitations. Spend 10 minutes in this meditation daily, allowing the quantum field to realign with your new state of receptivity. Chapter 16. Quantum Practices for Everyday Manifestation. In a quiet mountain village, a young potter named Maya worked diligently at her wheel. Though her creations were adequate, they lacked the extraordinary quality she yearned to achieve. One morning, as dawn painted the sky, she witnessed an old monk performing his daily rituals with unwavering devotion. The sight awakened something within her. Maya began incorporating sacred practices into her craft. Before touching the clay, she would light a candle and sit in silence. With each piece she crafted, she whispered blessings into the clay. As months passed, her pottery transformed. The vessels she created seemed to hold not just space, but light itself. People traveled from distant lands to acquire her work, speaking of how these pieces brought harmony to their homes. The quantum field responds to consistent, intentional practice. Each time you align your energy through ritual, you strengthen your connection to the universal forces that shape reality. Like a musician who must tune their instrument daily, your energy requires regular alignment to maintain its highest frequency. Begin each day by setting aside sacred time for connection with the quantum field. This practice creates a foundation from which manifestation naturally flows. Through visualization, you imprint your desires onto the fabric of reality. Through affirmations, you reprogram the quantum patterns of your thoughts. Through meditation, you clear the static that blocks clear transmission of your intentions. The most powerful rituals are often the simplest. A moment of gratitude upon waking shifts your frequency before your feet touch the ground. Visualization while sipping your morning tea infuses your day with purposeful energy. Speaking your intentions aloud as you prepare for sleep plants seeds in the quantum field that grow while you rest. In a valley far from here lived a community that struggled with drought and scarcity. Their fields yielded little, and worry creased their brows. An elder suggested they gather each morning at sunrise to express gratitude for the day ahead. Though some doubted, they agreed to try. As the community gathered daily, something shifted in the quantum field around them. The rains came at perfect intervals. Their crops flourished beyond measure. What began as a simple morning ritual transformed the destiny of an entire village. This tale reflects the power that lies within your own daily practices. When you consistently align your energy through ritual, you create a quantum momentum that carries you toward your desires. Like the potter who transformed her craft through sacred practice, or the village that changed its fortune through daily gathering, you hold the power to reshape your reality through consistent spiritual alignment. Sacred practice, your morning quantum alignment. Upon waking, sit in a quiet space, light a candle to symbolize illumination of your path. Spend 5 minutes in gratitude, feeling appreciation for what exists and what is coming. Visualize your desires as already manifest, allowing yourself to feel the emotions of achievement. Close with 3 powerful affirmations spoken aloud, sealing your intentions in the quantum field. Perform this ritual daily, watching as your reality shifts to match your aligned energy. Part 3, Mastering Quantum Transformation. Chapter 17, Quantum Healing. In a time when wisdom flowed like water through ancient valleys, there lived a sculptor whose hands trembled with frustration. Day after day he approached massive blocks of marble, attempting to release the beauty he sensed within. Yet each strike of his chisel produced only broken fragments and misshapen forms. One evening, exhausted from another failed attempt, he closed his eyes and saw with perfect clarity the figure waiting to emerge. In that moment of pure vision, he understood. The masterpiece existed first in his mind, and his hands merely followed the blueprint of his thoughts. Your body operates on this same principle of energetic resonance. Modern quantum physics reveals what ancient healers always knew. Your physical form is not solid, but a dynamic field of energy responding to your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Every cell vibrates with the frequency of your consciousness. When you understand this truth, you hold the key to profound transformation. Your body is not a fixed entity, but a living blueprint that rewrites itself based on the patterns of your thoughts. Each belief you hold about your health becomes a command that your cells follow with unwavering devotion. This wisdom extends beyond mere positive thinking. The quantum field responds to the depth of your emotional conviction. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with vibrant health, you create a resonance that your body naturally follows. Like the sculptor who finally saw his masterpiece in his mind's eye, you must first see and feel perfect health within before it manifests without. Disease often begins as an energetic disruption before manifesting physically. By maintaining a high vibrational frequency through conscious thought and emotion, you create an environment where illness cannot take root. Your body's natural state is one of perfect health. You need only remove the mental and emotional blocks that prevent this state from expressing itself fully. In a distant village plagued by illness, there lived a wise woman who understood these principles. Rather than treating symptoms, she gathered the villagers and taught them to shift their consciousness. Your bodies know how to heal, she told them. You need only remember this truth and align with it. Day by day, she guided them to release their fear of sickness and embrace the certainty of health. As their collective consciousness shifted, a remarkable transformation swept through the village. Those who had been ill for years found their strength returning. Children who had been weak grew robust and vital. The very air seemed to pulse with renewed life. This story mirrors the potential that lies within you. Just as the villagers transformed their reality through shifted consciousness, you can rewrite your body's blueprint through aligned thought and emotion. Your cells listen to every message you send them. When you maintain unwavering faith in your body's ability to heal and thrive, you activate quantum forces that support your perfect health. Sacred practice. The quantum healing visualization. Find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed for 10 minutes. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. With each inhale, imagine pure healing light filling every cell of your body. See this light activating your natural healing abilities, restoring perfect balance and vitality. Feel the sensation of vibrant health coursing through your veins. With each exhale, release any energetic blocks or beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Maintain this practice daily, knowing that you are rewriting your body's blueprint with each breath. Chapter 18. Living in Flow. In the valleys of an ancient land, a river wound its way through rocky terrain. Though boulders blocked its path and steep cliffs threatened to contain it, the river never fought against these obstacles. Instead, it simply flowed around them, finding new channels and pathways, always moving forward in perfect trust toward its destination, the vast ocean that called to it. You possess this same innate wisdom. The universe operates through a principle of effortless flow, yet so often you resist this natural movement. Like a river trying to flow uphill, you exhaust yourself pushing against the current of life, believing that success requires constant struggle. The quantum field responds not to force, but to surrender. When you release your grip on how things must unfold, you align with the infinite intelligence that guides all things. This is not passive resignation, but active trust in the universe's perfect orchestration. Consider how a seed doesn't strain to become a flower. It simply allows the process of growth to unfold naturally. Your success follows the same principle. By surrendering your need to control every detail, you open yourself to possibilities far greater than your limited perspective can imagine. In the marketplace of a bustling city lived a merchant who once believed success required constant struggle. Each day he pushed and strained, forcing his way through negotiations and deals. Despite his efforts, prosperity eluded him. His goods sat unsold, and his coins dwindled. One day, exhausted from his struggles, he sat beside a flowing stream. As he watched the water move effortlessly around rocks and fallen branches, wisdom dawned in his heart. He realized that, like the stream, he could allow success to flow naturally into his life. From that day forward, he stopped forcing outcomes. Instead, he learned to trust his intuition, following the subtle guidance of the universe. When doors closed, rather than pushing harder, he looked for the new openings that inevitably appeared. His business began to flourish without struggle, as if carried by an invisible current toward abundance. This merchant's journey reflects a universal truth. Success flows naturally when you align with the quantum field's effortless movement. By surrendering your resistance and trusting in the perfect unfolding of your path, you allow the universe to bring you everything you desire with grace and ease. Sacred practice. The river of surrender. Find a quiet place where you can sit undisturbed. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a river. Feel how naturally you flow around obstacles, never forcing your way through them. With each breath, release your need to control outcomes. See yourself moving effortlessly toward your desires, carried by the current of universal intelligence. Allow any resistance to dissolve as you surrender to the perfect flow of life. Maintain this visualization for 10 minutes, knowing that as you surrender, success flows to you naturally. Chapter 19, Quantum Abundance. In a valley blessed by gentle rains, there lived a farmer whose fields yielded barely enough to sustain his family. Each morning, he would gaze at his modest plot of land, his heart heavy with worry. Though he tended his crops with diligence, abundance seemed to elude him, like morning mist slipping through his fingers. One night, as he sat beneath the stars, an ancient wanderer appeared at his gate. The stranger's eyes held wisdom gathered from countless seasons, and his voice carried the weight of timeless truth. "Your soil is rich," the wanderer observed, "but you plant only seeds of sustenance, not seeds of abundance." The farmer's brow furrowed. How can seeds know the difference? The wanderer smiled. The universe responds not to what you plant, but to the intention behind your planting. Each seed you sow carries the energy of your thoughts, your beliefs, your expectations. Plant with thoughts of lack, and lack will grow. Plant with the certainty of abundance, and abundance will flourish. That night, the farmer learned to infuse each seed with intentions of prosperity before placing it in the earth. As he worked his fields, he no longer saw merely soil and crops, but a canvas upon which to paint his vision of abundance. When harvest time arrived, his yields had multiplied tenfold, attracting merchants from distant lands who paid handsomely for his exceptional crops. The quantum field flows with infinite abundance. Like the farmer, you must learn to plant your intentions in fertile soil, nurturing them with unwavering belief in their manifestation. Wealth exists not as a limited resource to be fought over, but as an ever-flowing stream of energy waiting to be channeled through those who align with its frequency. In the bustling heart of a city dwelt a young artist named Maya, whose paintings captured the beauty of life but brought little financial reward. Each day, she would create her art with passion, yet resist charging what it was truly worth, believing that true artists must struggle. One evening, while cleaning her brushes, Maya noticed how freely the water flowed from her tap. She realized that just as water flows naturally and abundantly, so too could wealth flow into her life if she removed her resistance to receiving it. That night, she made a decision to align her passion with prosperity, pricing her artwork at its true value and embracing her worth as an artist. The very next day, a collector entered her studio, drawn by the energy of abundance now emanating from her work. He purchased her entire collection, transforming her financial reality in a single moment. Maya discovered that when she allowed herself to vibrate at the frequency of prosperity, the universe responded by reflecting that abundance back to her. Sacred practice. The Prosperity Vision Board. Take a large board and fill it with images that represent wealth in all its forms, not just money, but abundance in health, relationships, and experiences. Include pictures that evoke the feeling of prosperity, beautiful homes, travel destinations, charitable giving, and financial freedom. Place this board where you will see it daily. Each morning and evening, spend 10 minutes sitting before it, closing your eyes and allowing yourself to feel the emotions of already living in this prosperity. Let the feelings of gratitude, joy, and abundance flow through you, knowing that as you align with these frequencies, you draw their physical manifestation into your life. Chapter 20. Harmonizing relationships in the quantum field. In a village known for its skilled craftsmen lived a blacksmith whose work, though technically sound, lacked the extraordinary quality found in the creations of masters. Each day, he would hammer at his anvil, his frustration growing as the metal seemed to resist his will. The more he forced his craft, the more imperfect his work became. One morning, as dawn painted the sky in gentle hues, the blacksmith noticed how the morning birds sang in perfect harmony. As he watched them, a realization dawned within his heart. Their song flowed not from force, but from natural alignment. In that moment, he understood that his inner discord had been shaping his work. Before touching his hammer again, he closed his eyes and allowed peace to fill his being. As serenity flowed through him, his movements became fluid, his strikes precise. The metal no longer seemed to resist. Instead, it danced with his hammer, taking on forms of surprising beauty. His work transformed from mere craft to art, each piece radiating the harmony he had found within. When you understand the quantum nature of relationships, you recognize that every connection mirrors your internal state. Your energy creates ripples through the quantum field, touching all those around you. Like the blacksmith's hammer striking metal, your thoughts and emotions shape the very fabric of your relationships. This universal principle operates ceaselessly whether you're conscious of it or not. When you harbor discord within, it manifests as conflict in your relationships. When you cultivate inner peace, your relationships naturally align with that harmony. The quantum field responds not to your words or actions alone, but to the energy you emit. Consider how a mother named Sarah struggled with her young son, Thomas. Their days filled with tension, each interaction seemed to spiral into conflict. The more she tried to control their relationship, the more it deteriorated. Then one evening, while watching Thomas sleep, she remembered how peaceful their connection had been when he was an infant. In that quiet moment, Sarah realized she had been projecting her own fears and anxieties onto their relationship. Instead of trying to change Thomas, she began to focus on transforming her own energy. Each morning, she would sit in silence, filling her heart with love before interacting with her son. She stopped seeing their challenges as problems to fix and began viewing them as opportunities for growth. Gradually, the tension between them dissolved. Thomas responded to her shifted energy not with resistance, but with openness. Their relationship blossomed into one of understanding and joy, transformed by the harmony Sarah had cultivated within herself. Sacred practice. The harmony. Visualization. Find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed for 15 minutes. Bring to mind a relationship that challenges you. Close your eyes and visualize this person surrounded by golden light. Feel your heart opening as you send waves of love and understanding toward them. Release any judgment or resistance you hold, allowing pure harmony to flow between you. Practice this visualization daily, observing how your relationship transforms as your energy shifts. Chapter 21. Quantum Expansion. High in the mist-shrouded peaks, a climber named Maya ascended what many called the unconquerable mountain. For years she had trained, focusing solely on reaching its summit. Through storms and setbacks she persevered, her eyes fixed upon that single goal. When at last she stood upon the peak, victory coursing through her veins, she lifted her gaze to the horizon, and there, beyond the clouds, she glimpsed countless more mountains, their peaks touching the infinite sky. In that moment, Maya understood that what she had seen as an end was merely a beginning. The summit she had conquered was not a final destination, but a vantage point revealing endless possibilities for growth. You, like Maya, stand at a pivotal moment of understanding. The quantum field holds infinite potential, expanding endlessly in all directions. What you perceive as limitations are merely temporary perspectives, like a climber seeing only the mountain before them. Within the quantum realm, growth knows no bounds. Each achievement opens doorways to greater possibilities. Each summit reveals new horizons. Your potential expands not in linear progression, but in quantum leaps that transcend conventional boundaries. Think of your mind as a vessel that can eternally expand. When you release the belief in limitations, you tap into the infinite nature of the quantum field. Your thoughts, abilities, and achievements are not confined by past experiences or current circumstances. They are free to expand into unlimited possibilities. An apprentice potter named Jin mastered every technique his teacher offered. His vessels were flawless, his glazes perfect. Yet something within him yearned for more. One morning, as he sat at his wheel, he realized that true mastery wasn't about perfecting what was known, it was about exploring the unknown. Jin began experimenting with new forms, combining techniques in ways never attempted. Some attempts failed, yet each failure revealed new possibilities. His work evolved beyond traditional pottery into expressions of infinite creativity. What others saw as the pinnacle of mastery, Jin recognized as merely a foundation for endless exploration. Jin's journey mirrors your own potential for unlimited growth. When you release attachment to what you know and embrace the unknown, you step into the quantum field of infinite possibility. Every skill you master becomes not an endpoint but a launching pad into greater expansion. Sacred practice, the boundary transcendence visualization. Sit in peaceful contemplation and bring to mind an area of your life where you feel confined by limitations. Picture these boundaries as transparent walls. Now, with each breath, watch as these walls begin to dissolve, revealing an infinite expanse of possibility. Feel yourself expanding beyond these former limitations, your potential stretching endlessly in all directions. Hold this expansion for several minutes, allowing yourself to fully embrace the sensation of limitless growth. Practice this visualization daily, watching as your perceived boundaries fade and new possibilities emerge. Chapter 22. The Collective Quantum Field. In a small mountain village where darkness often shrouded the paths after sunset, lived a humble lantern maker named Wei. Each day he crafted simple lanterns, taking pride in their quality, but never imagining their greater purpose. One evening, moved by an inner calling, Wei placed his finest lantern atop the village's highest hill. To his amazement, its light not only illuminated the main path, but cast a gentle glow that reached every corner of the village, guiding travelers safely home and bringing hope to those in darkness. You, like Wei's lantern, hold the power to illuminate far beyond your immediate surroundings. Within the quantum field, every shift in your consciousness creates ripples that touch countless lives. When you elevate your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you contribute to the collective consciousness of humanity. The quantum field connects all beings in an intricate web of energy. Your personal transformation is never solely about you. It reverberates through this field, touching hearts and minds across the globe. As you raise your vibration, you automatically lift those around you. This is the profound responsibility and opportunity you hold to be a light that brightens the world. Through the quantum field, your positive thoughts and intentions travel instantly across space and time. When you choose love over fear, peace over conflict, or understanding over judgment, you send waves of transformative energy into the collective consciousness. These waves interact with others, creating a symphony of positive change that affects the entire planet. In a distant city lived a teacher named Sarah who struggled with self-doubt. Through dedicated inner work, she discovered her authentic power and began teaching from a place of genuine confidence and joy. Her transformation sparked something in her students. One by one, they began believing in their dreams, pursuing their passions, and discovering their own inner light. Soon, her former students became teachers, artists, healers, and innovators, each carrying forward the flame of transformation she had ignited. Sarah's story reflects the exponential power of individual transformation. When you heal yourself, you heal part of the world. When you follow your dreams, you inspire others to do the same. Your personal growth becomes a catalyst for global evolution. Like ripples expanding across a still pond, your inner work creates waves of positive change that touch countless lives. Those you inspire go on to inspire others, creating an endless chain of awakening that spans generations. This is the sacred responsibility and profound gift of personal transformation. Through your courage to grow and evolve, you light the way for all of humanity to rise into its highest potential. Sacred practice, global light meditation. Find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed. Close your eyes and center yourself in peace. For 10 minutes, envision yourself as a bright light, radiating positive energy in all directions. See this light expanding beyond your immediate space, touching your community, your country, and eventually enveloping the entire planet. With each breath, send intentions of peace, abundance, and harmony to all beings. Feel yourself as part of the collective consciousness contributing to the elevation of human awareness. Practice this meditation daily, knowing that your energy joins with others to create positive change in the world. Chapter 23. Mastering the Quantum Secret. In a village renowned for its metalwork lived a blacksmith named Marcus. Each morning he would stoke his forge, believing the flames held the secret to crafting the finest tools. Yet despite his technical skill, his creations never quite matched the visions in his mind. One day, as he gazed into the dancing flames, understanding dawned. The power to shape metal lay not in the heat of the forge, but in the clarity of his thoughts. You, like Marcus, stand at the threshold of profound understanding. The universe has revealed its secrets through the quantum principles you've explored. Now comes the ultimate revelation. You are the conscious creator of your reality, shaping each moment through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. To live as a conscious creator means to understand that every breath you take, every thought you think, and every feeling you experience molds the quantum field around you. The power you seek has always resided within. Just as Marcus discovered that his mind guided his hands in crafting masterpieces, you now recognize that your consciousness shapes the very fabric of your existence. When you align your thoughts with your desires, when you feel the emotion of your dreams as if they are already manifest, you step into your role as a master creator. This is not about controlling the universe, but about dancing in harmony with its infinite wisdom. Like a leaf carried gracefully upon the wind, you learn to flow with the currents of creation while maintaining your inner direction. Through this sacred partnership with universal forces, you become both the artist and the masterpiece, shaping reality with the gentle touch of aligned intention and unwavering faith. In a distant kingdom lived a ruler who commanded vast armies and accumulated great wealth. Yet peace eluded him, until he discovered that true power lay not in controlling his subjects, but in mastering himself. As he learned to govern his thoughts and emotions, his kingdom flourished not through force, but through harmony. This tale mirrors your journey. You now understand that mastery comes not from attempting to bend the universe to your will, but from aligning yourself with its natural flow. As a conscious creator, you recognize that every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. Every setback offers a lesson in alignment, and every desire serves as a beacon guiding you toward greater expansion. Sacred Practice Creator's Manifesto. Take time now to craft your personal manifesto as a conscious creator. Find a quiet space where you can connect deeply with your inner wisdom. On a fresh page, begin by declaring, "I am a conscious creator, aligned with the infinite wisdom of the universe." Continue by writing your commitments to living as a master of your reality. Include the principles you've learned, focusing your energy, maintaining high vibrations, trusting in divine timing, and embracing abundance. Detail the reality you intend to create, not just for yourself, but for the greater good of all. Read this manifesto daily, letting each word resonate with your being, strengthening your identity as a conscious creator. Chapter 24. Your Quantum Legacy. In a city of grand structures and towering monuments lived an architect named Solomon. Each morning he would rise before dawn to sketch designs for others, creating buildings that pleased his clients but left his own spirit unfulfilled. For decades he crafted spaces that earned him acclaim, yet something essential remained missing from his work. One morning, as sunlight filtered through his workshop window, Solomon discovered an ancient scroll containing architectural wisdom passed down through generations. Within its weathered pages, he found not mere building plans, but principles for creating spaces that would touch souls across time. Understanding illuminated his mind. He had been designing structures when he could have been crafting legacies. You, like Solomon, stand at a pivotal moment of creation. The quantum principles you've embraced are not merely tools for personal transformation. They are the foundation stones of a legacy that will echo through time. Each thought you align with universal truth, each action you take in harmony with quantum law, ripples outward to touch countless lives. When you step into your role as an architect of reality, you recognize that every choice shapes not only your present moment, but influences the fabric of future possibilities. Your energy, aligned with universal truth, becomes a beacon that guides others toward their own awakening. In a distant time lived a poet named Maya, whose verses flowed from a deep well of wisdom. Though her contemporaries paid little heed to her words, she continued to write, guided by an inner knowing that her truth would find its perfect moment. Years after she departed this world, her poems were discovered in an old trunk, their wisdom igniting a movement of spiritual awakening that transformed countless lives. This tale reflects the profound truth of your journey. The quantum principles you embody today create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate experience. Like Maya's poems, your alignment with universal truth plants seeds that will blossom in perfect divine timing, touching lives in ways you may never witness directly. As an architect of reality, you understand that every thought is a building block, every emotion a color in the palette of creation, and every intention a blueprint for future possibilities. Your life becomes your masterpiece, not a monument to personal achievement, but a bridge connecting others to their own divine potential. Sacred Practice, Legacy of Light. Find a quiet space where you can connect deeply with your highest vision. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing your awareness to expand beyond the present moment. In your journal, write about the legacy you wish to create. What timeless truths do you want to embody? How will your understanding of quantum principles illuminate the path for others? Spend 15 minutes each day consciously embodying these principles. knowing that your energy creates lasting ripples in the fabric of reality. As you go about your daily activities, pause periodically to ask, how does this action contribute to the legacy I wish to leave? Conclusion. As you close these pages, know that you stand at the threshold of an extraordinary adventure. The wisdom contained within these teachings is not meant to be a final destination, but rather a gateway to ever-expanding possibilities. Like water flowing endlessly from a mountain spring, the quantum principles you've discovered will continue to reveal deeper truths as you journey forward. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has guided you to these teachings at precisely the right moment. You have learned that your thoughts shape reality, that your energy influences the quantum field, and that you are interconnected with all of creation. These are not merely concepts to be understood, but living truths to be embodied with each breath. As you step forward from this moment, carry with you the knowledge that you are eternally supported by the universe. The quantum field responds to your conscious choices, your focused intentions, and your aligned energy. Each day brings fresh opportunities to apply these principles, to expand your understanding, and to create with ever greater clarity and purpose. The quantum field awaits your continued exploration. With each conscious breath, each aligned thought, and each intentional action, you contribute to the evolution of human consciousness. Your personal transformation ripples outward, touching lives in ways both seen and unseen. This moment marks not an ending, but a beginning. The wisdom you've gained serves as a foundation for endless discovery. As you continue to apply these principles, you'll find that each quantum truth contains within it seeds of even greater understanding. Your capacity to create, to transform, and to manifest will expand as naturally as a flower opening to the sun. The universe celebrates your awakening and stands ready to support your continued evolution. You are a living bridge between the quantum realm and the physical world, between infinite potential and manifested reality. Each step forward on this path reveals new horizons of possibility. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.